Stress sucks. Yeah, to me that is, because it's really crippling. It can, deteriorate what you have planned, for a daily basis. And I have never thought that stress would be like this to me. I've already told you in a few videos, on other videos not labeled by what I go by, I've already explained why I was going through such and such with this, because you see, I have been managing on trying to keep calm and stable on what to do and not, do everything all at once. Because this is something that I messed up at in the past, is whenever I have multiple things going on all at once, it tends to cause my anxiety and stress levels to go up to the extreme, like from the top of my skull here. That will be like an indication that like my stress level is like in the very dark red, and I can't be able to do what I have to do at once, and it causes me to want to agitate, get agitated, want to throw out my frustration at others and even frustrations at myself because things ain't going well the way I want them to, and all kinds of other things going on and about. You see, I've told you that back like in last December when I did that what video, I expressed how stressed out I was over the changing of how my life is, even at the time of this video, and even of the videos I posted since January of this year. It's very stagnant, really, to come to think about it, because stress also can even make you sick. It can have you have all kinds of mental illnesses, like, whatever, like bipolar disorder, and, even if you're a woman, postpartum depression, after you just had your first child and things. And that's what I think I was going through. Like when I was going through with my anxiety disorder of losing my dad. And I told you guys back in many videos about the stress I was going through when I couldn't handle the changes of how to live without him now and all that, since, I have to be on my own. And even though I am on my own, but at the same time, I'm still struggling to keep things stable, like having, food at home, and, even when I'm out and about like I do every day, on a daily basis, when it's like around near lunchtime between, noon to 3 o'clock, I don't have anything in my stomach to eat, to digest on. I'm always out for long hours, and, considering I don't have money myself to go out to like a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or Burger King to get a quick burger, and head on out back doing what I was doing, and yeah, stuff like that. Is my struggles with stress and adjustment disorder. Stress and adjustment disorder. I know it's pretty much in the same category as, like depression and anxiety and all these other things of the exact same category. I should never really let stress get to me in the past, but nowadays, I have been managing on doing diaphragmatic breathing like every day. I have been exercising every day lately. I have been getting out walking, but right now at the time of this vlog, it's raining and mucky outside. I'm not going to go out in the rain and then get my clothes and myself wet. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wash them again and such. Because lately, where I'm at right now, it's been quite raining lately. But I mean, there was some sunshine, weeks before. But now it's like since we're in the wet and stormy days of summer coming, it's going to be nothing but rain and thunderstorms all summer long where I'm at, because everywhere I go in the summer, it's all rain and mucky. It makes people want to fall asleep and make people want to not do anything, or even post videos, or post something on your post stuff on Instagram or Snapchat or something, or even make people want to not want to do anything for like even go, even though you have people that go to work in rainy days, when people like me still unemployed, and when you see a day like this out like in the rain, when it's raining outside, it's pretty boring. It just makes you want to fall asleep and don't do nothing and like sit in front of the computer all day, or whatever of a case. So, it's really messed up, just letting stress get to me, because I just realized where I messed up at was me being stressed out over lots of things, worrying about multiple things. And I told you about what I was going through with my adjustment of not having some things anymore, and moving somewhere unlike where I used to be anymore. And well, I already got over being in this place, but it's still the same thing about it is not having a job, nor not even having money or being able to buy whatever I want anymore. Considering that I have to save up for what exactly? I'm not saving money up to go to college, and I know the next vlog I'll talk about is when, how much, why I didn't want to go to college and why college to me is a waste of time. That's where I just couldn't get my thoughts straight, because I couldn't keep track on one thing. And then, well, when you have anybody else do everything at once, you just can't do it anymore, because you just want to just stop doing everything. And then you want to, once when people, get on your case telling you got to do this, you got to do that, all of that at the same time, that puts stress and putting lots of stuff, weighing on your back and shoulders. And then you have to, like, once when you feel the pressure of the stress building inside you, then that's when your heart races, that's when your mind races, that's when you start feeling tired, you feel exhausted, you start having bloodshot in your eyes, you got bags on your eyes, you can even feel dehydrated if you don't drink like enough water or anything like that. Especially for people who have jobs working in office buildings and places, you're going to have of course in life, when you get to post like high school, post college ages, and then even and even once when you get out, get your own first place, first home, and first date, and then going out, and then engaging to your partner, and then getting married and having kids, people are going to have to go through this in life. And I decided to delay my future after high school, doing all of these things like most adults do in life in the world, because I didn't want to stress myself out every time about how much money, what little money I should spend, or how much time I should spend after, aside from work, and how much, such and such. I just did not want to let the stress get to me. And I'm not going to let it get to me anymore, because I just want to continue doing what I do without having multiple, even though people want me to do this for them, do that for them, when I got something else going on. And that's what I tried to tell my dad when he was alive, that I can't do everything at once, like trying to get, this or that, like Social Security, or getting my health benefits, for doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, renewed and everything at once. Where the hell am I going to get that money from? I mean, you think college, when I get student loans for college, is that going to help? Or anything like that? I mean, what's the point? It would be way too much for me to do all of that at once. And even like what I'm doing on YouTube, I mean, if I want to do videos about, stuff that I like and all that, just for my entertainment and for those who want to follow my stuff to be entertained, I'll do that without having all these different, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things going on. And then I'm like all like, ugh. It's like I just want to pound somebody in the face, but I don't want to do that, because I never put my hands on somebody or even physically hurt somebody, because it just makes me want to do that. It's just every time, even if I have to call somebody out their name, as a throwing insult or any kind of thing of a like, it just makes me want to, even with the amount of stress built into my body, and from the tip of my mouth, from the tip of my toes all the way to my feet, to my knees and legs, to my pelvic bone area, to my diaphragmatic area of my abdomen, to my chest, to cause chest pain and all kinds of things, all the way to my neck, like I'm about to choke like it's choking, like the stress of all these multiple things choking me to death, or something, like strangling me like with a rope or something. Then it gets all the way up to my brain, because like so much extreme hypertension and blood pressure to my brain. then I'll be like, I just can't take it anymore. I just want to, I just don't want to, I'm about to sneeze, do it anymore, I just can't take it anymore when you got so much, I got so much to do all at once. That's why after multiple freakouts and frustrations, I decided to step away from that stuff for a while until when I'm good and ready, and don't rush it. That's like what I'm doing right now with my new Power Rangers fan film. I'm taking things slow, doing the film for 2 years of production, half a year of post-production, without rushing it. And same for what to do with my life outside of here on YouTube, like getting a job for real, like, working at a McDonald's, to flip burgers or do something with the cash registers and all that, or, doing janitor cleanups at at restaurants and all that, or whatnot. I don't know, because knowing most fast food restaurants you work at, you get paid minimum wages, and how much money you're going to get for an hour and all that. Even though I'm not good with talking about that stuff, I'm always talking about myself and my passion of pop culture. But I can care. But even though that's something I have to care about as a grown up in the real world, so stress hurts and it sucks. And even though every day I get overwhelmed, and of course, when everybody goes through it, don't act like no human being can have effects of stress and physical and emotional, symptoms of stress, and cause them to get sick and want to get agitated, irritated, and have a hard time digesting foods if you're eating meals three times a day, like breakfast in the morning, lunch in the afternoon, etc., or when you're drinking, water, and then you're trying to such and such have problems using the bathroom, and then even trying to interact with friends and family on the phone or on social media. Well, actually, most people do communications on social media now than hardly on phones anymore. It's staggering. I have been getting outside, getting air a lot every day. Every now and then I'm on in face on YouTube, but most of the time I'm always having my voice playing when I'm doing these videos, like podcasts and movie rants and all of that. Even though I had been posting lots of podcasts lately, and even though I think I need to post some vlogs more, vlog showing myself instead of photo stilts, and I have been managing my time on this channel also are coming at, so I'm like, okay, what should I post this week and what to post next week, and like one video per week or something, because I feels like when I post multiple videos in one day, it's because I work hard posting these videos, and that's what I like doing, because I like posting videos every once or two or 3 weeks. When there's a time when I don't feel like posting a video, I just like spend a couple of weeks off not posting anything. Even though knowing me, I'm always on YouTube every day. Even when I'm not posting a new video, I'm always searching around people's channels and videos, and making comments on this or that, and even though you guys know my username on here, and you find me doing comments on certain videos, and that's fine. But when even on occasion when I'm not posting new videos, so time management on doing other activities, like even those activities considered pointless and useless in reality, like when people like me who don't have a job, like spending their time on YouTube or playing video games, and some people say that's a waste of time, but of course that's the fact. I have been doing job hunting earlier this year, but I realized after multiple constant job hunts for places to work, small places to work, considering I don't have job experience or anything of the like, I had to much as possible try to see if people will hire me to get this job or that job, and every chance I do, and when 2 weeks later, and if I don't hear a call from them, that means they are just rejecting me more because I don't have job experience. And then that's what brings the stress to me more, because as much as I was been so money hungry since after when my father passed away, and I told you guys back in that such and such video about how much money I was spending over the holidays, and I know I was repeating that too much lately, because of the outcomes of things that's been happening, and And also that was also part of my adjustment disorder was going, getting stressed out over money, because money can also cause stress too. And it's just, people, well, I'm that type of guy who once when I get money, I go gung-ho and go buy whatever I want recklessly without even knowing what to spend it on correctly and wisely. But I go nuts and insane using money just to buy whatever the hell I want, but knowing I have to slow down on what the plan to get, because at least, why do you think I've been going to multiple stores like Walmart or Target or Sears or J.C. Penney's, when I see what they got on, in the store, and when I say next time when I get this and that, I'll do that when I have the such, money. But, it's been tough when I don't have a job and I can't afford what I want, and that's why the stress, staggers me and just stabs me even more, and causing me to not want to buy anything. Even, knowing right now, even like last month, I haven't bought any good stuff lately, any new DVDs or anything, or new electronics like flash drives or CDs or anything. That's why I had to sit tight on the money spending on what to get, but knowing I have to go by now my needs than my wants now, because as much as I was so used to buying whatever I wanted first and like go with the needs later, I realized I can't even decide whatever I want to spend my money on anymore. It's like, should I go with what I have to put, have needly, like food on table and new clothes to wear first, or the stuff I really want later, or go with the stuff that I want first and then my needs. Like, no, that doesn't work, because then that causes me to cause lots of anxiety and stress and depression and agitation, irritability, and not wanting to do anything, or lack of energy. Actually, that's been a constant problem with me since I've started, because when you're an adult, that's what you got to go through, and even right now, I'm going through this now, and I can't do what I wanted, get what I want anymore. I just gotta like watch people, all my friends get it, and I'm like one of the last to, like, years later, and when something new comes out, yeah, see that in my next vlog about that same point. Well, I guess I have to realize this is how things are now, and that's also part of my adjustment disorder. The whole unable to, buy whatever I want every week, but, I can't do it every week. I just got to just don't buy nothing, okay? Just don't buy anything besides food, because it seems like food has been more of a major factor. I mean, of course, every day when I'm sitting in front of the computer or doing just one thing for like long periods of hours a day, I get stressed out. I eat up everything, and binge eat on sweets and certain foods, like certain sandwiches and potato chips and fries, or anything like that, ramen, or a bowl of ramen noodles to eat, or a small bowl of mac and cheese from like Boston Market or something. And I'm like, I can't keep stressing myself out and then try. I understand, in order for me to do the thing I want to do the most, I have to stay focused, because it seems like the stress wants me to focus on that one thing and not have, go by, focus on what others want me to do for their requests. And then I go, and then when I don't do it, and then they, keep over demanding me and asking me why, then that's when I start, wanting to, like, that, expression, that grunt, that angry, stressed out grunt, expression and emotion coming out of me, and just want to bring out that anger. And even, of course, if anyone's going to get angry with me about it, that's fine with them, because it's just, some people, sometimes they don't understand where I'm coming from with that. And then whenever I go through something like this, they act like it's not a problem with them, it's a problem with me and me alone, because as a human being, I have to deal with my own problems and not have everybody else deal with my problems alone, period. Because that's what also brings my stress levels even up to the extreme, up to my cranium, and cause me to want to have a coma or a heart attack or some crap like that, and then cause me to like be in a coma or be dead from a heart attack after all the stress kept hitting me. So I have been, again, managing my stress and depression and anxiety, and I will tell you in another vlog after the next one about my long battle with depression. So yeah, I have never thought all this stress put a major toll on my mental cognition and physical appearance. And who would have thought? And even my relationship with friends and well, whatever friends I have in the real world. I mean, what friends really in the real world? Zero. And how many friends I have on social media, including those on YouTube and such, like over like 100 or something. And supporters, and family, automatic. But I have been managing it, and it's just I just need to take things slow and don't speed up doing multiple things, and otherwise I'm just going to be in a close near end crash course and end up crippling myself even more with the stress. So there you go.